everyone, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Scorpio. I hope all my Scorpio friends out there are doing well. I hope the month of January has been treating you well, and I hope your year is off to a strong start. My candle went out. Oh no. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I hope that your year is off to a strong start. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the World card, clarified by the Fool. In the obstacle position, you have the Five of Wands, clarified by the Nine of Cups. In the present position, you have the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Six of Pentacles. And in the future outcome position, you have the Seven of Pentacles, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So as the year progresses, your abundance increases in 2025. This year is going to be very beneficial for you when it comes to abundance. The seeds that you have planted quite a while ago, I would say probably around 3 years or more ago, are coming due. They have grown and they're flourishing, so you will be in a very good position looking at all the abundance and the stability and the security that you have built for yourself. But let's start from the beginning. Again, the candle went out. What is wrong with this thing? Sorry. I don't know why it does that. I'm probably going to do this several times before I give up. I don't give up very easily. In the past position, we do have the World card, which tells me that you definitely have stood the test of time. This is a major arcana card. It's the last card in the tarot cards, which tells me you've been through everything. You've been tested and tested and tested. You've been the Emperor and the Empress, and you've been the Star, and you've experienced the Tower, and you've done the Hermit time and the Hanged Man time, and on and on and on. You have been very well tested by the universe, by the divine. So you're like a very strong soul, very powerful soul that is ascending, that is evolving, that is growing when it comes to the how like Jesus Christ oftentimes is like depicted as walking on water, and that is like metaphorical for, no, I don't want to say conquering emotions, but being higher than the emotions. And this is the kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. That you are kind of like walking on water because you have experienced various emotions, and now you are kind of like a master of energy manipulation. You're now somebody who is able to kind of experience various states of consciousness where you kind of dominate, if you will. You are a reliable soul. You're a trusted soul. You have seen a lot in life. You have experienced in life. And when there were challenges, you didn't run away. You stood your ground. You've reached, again, like a mastery sort of level. And it is mainly due to your persistence. With the Fool in the clarifying position, it tells me that you may be traveling, something with traveling. There's been a lot of traveling, or some of the traveling that you've done kind of contributed to your awareness, and made you the person that you are. You have traveled, and that sort of pushed you beyond your limits, and that expanded your consciousness. But this self-awareness that has increased allows you to have a new beginning. And I think that this is like a brand new beginning for you. For some of you, it's going to be like your second life. For others, it'll be like your third life, your fourth life. But it's like a new you starting, right? And so it's quite astonishing, all the things that you've been through. This is a whole new you coming in, and so it can be a little bit disorienting because it's unknown territory, but I think you'll find your way. I think you'll figure it out. I think you have good wits about you. You pick up on signs. You know what to do. And so yeah, there's like this is the new world and you're in it, and it's time to kind of figure out your bearings and your boundaries, and what you can do, create, what you can do to create. Here's the thing: creating is your resistance to the techno world, right? So stop like mindlessly scrolling or spending too much on different apps. You want to put the phone down, you want to step away from the computer. The way you provide resistance to this technology, right, is by creating, because technology doesn't want you to create. Technology wants to siphon your energy. So you want to create as much as possible. You want to read, you want to paint, you want to spend time. Like I volunteer every weekend, right? I spend time with horses. I groom the horses. I, feed the horses. I clean up after them. And so on and so forth. So you want to make sure to minimize the time you spend with technology, and to maximize the time you create. Cook something, make something, sew something, create from within. That is your opposition to the world of technology, right? That wants to take over and make human sort of people obsolete or whatever. So you want to make sure that you spend time, doing creation in your life. Now, in the obstacle position, you have the Five of Wands, which tells me that you're in this kind of new area of life where you're finding yourself. You're going through a process of self-discovery where you are not really sure, how you stand out, what is unique about you, what is special about you. And so it's a process of self-discovery, and it's okay to, like, you have to be very, very comfortable with not being perfect. You have to be very comfortable with failing. I was recently doing psychic readings, and with Boulder Psychic Institute, because I'm a student there. I'm in the Enlightenment program, and they put me as a center chair, right? So like in order to graduate, you have to do so many readings for the members of the public. And I was always the side chair. I got comfortable being the side chair, and all of a sudden, without any preparation, I'm thrown into being a center chair, where I kind of curate or sort of take ownership of the reading, and talk to the readee and talk to the side chairs, and start with the prayer. Like all of that went out the window. I forgot the whole structure. I was like, what do I say now? And like this person is like holding on, and sort of kind of waiting for me to know what to say, but I totally lost my shit because I was not prepared for being a center chair. And so one of the things that I learned is not to be so hard on myself, not to be so perfect. It's okay not to be perfect. It's okay not to be successful all the time. Failure is okay, and others are there to catch you. Most people are not gonna like beat you down for failing or saying something wrong. Most people will support you. And if they're not there, that means, you have to support yourself. So you kind of have to navigate as best you can. But it's very important to understand that you are a very strong soul, and so the process of self-discovery is something that you can successfully complete, because you do stand out among others, because you have taken risks others have not, and you were there when others sort of backed down. You wouldn't back down. So the backbone is there, Scorpio. I think the self-doubt is just, the devil's way of playing with you, because you are a very strong and unique person. And so the self-doubt is to kind of like, to siphon your energy and siphon your time, and to make you feel like you're not, as great as you really are, because you are absolutely, one of the bravest souls that exist on Earth. And I 100% stand by that statement. You also have the Nine of Cups in the clarifying position, which definitely tells me that you want to make sure that you're not kind of overindulging in things. There seems to be something off when it comes to your balance that's coming through this reading. So don't overindulge. Don't get into that pendulum energy where you go from one extreme, where you're super healthy, super healthy, super healthy, work out, eat right, and then you go into the, opposite direction, where you don't work out, you don't eat right, you consume large quantities of this, that, or the other that, isn't very good for you, and so on and so forth. Or, where you surround yourself with people that are not very supportive, and so on. So, you want to stay away from the pendulum, because that energy of the pendulum is hard to get out of. You want to stay neutral. You want to stay in the middle. You want to stay in the middle. That's where you live. Neutrality is your friend. Detaching, observing but not absorbing, will allow you to kind of avoid the Nine of Cups aspect, like negative aspect of the Nine of Cups. You want to be very careful with the life choices that you make as you move through 2025, as well as the month of February, because the month of February is when we start the whitewater rafting. That's when, a lot of twists and turns are going to come at us. And so you got to make sure that you really, really are grounded, and you know what you want, and you choose simplicity. Simple, 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 simple. And always in the moments of self-doubt, surrender to the divine. You close your eyes, you ask for guidance, and allow, that to sort of the Mother Earth and the Supreme Being to kind of guide you forward, as well as your angels and your spirit guides. In the present position, you have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Six of Pentacles, which tells me, like, which basically spotlights how you what is your approach to an act of giving, right? You need to clarify your understanding about giving, because there's some kind of confusion there. There's some kind of muddy energy there. You're coming into more truth. You're coming into more clarity, but you need to kind of hone in and examine your acts of giving, because there's something about that balance of give and take that is off, and so I think that you're kind of examining that more, because giving means giving unconditionally without expecting anything back whatsoever, or like keeping that in the back of your mind, or something like that. You give and then you sort of let go, you surrender, you forget, like you don't think about back 10 years ago, and so on and so forth. I showed kindness towards that person over there, and sort of that's not necessarily a good idea. Don't overgive, don't over receive. Again, the idea is to stay in balance. The idea is to kind of examine that approach. You want to have healthy boundaries. You want to remember that there's only so much you need in life because you already have enough. And like I said, your abundance this year and this month will be increasing. In the future outcome position, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So you're going from the Six of Pentacles to the Seven of Pentacles. And we do see this guy over here on this card, holding all these apples that symbolize abundance, right? Scorpios are generally good with stability. They like money. They like to create, money. They don't like being subservient to someone else. They like to sort of be their own boss. They have that authority about them, and generally do very well when it comes to money. And so you do have quite a lot of abundance that is available to you. You do have stability. You've accumulated a significant amount of resources that, to someone else would just be kind of unattainable, You've done good with your investments. You've been you've approached them, very well. But it does look, because the Seven of Pentacles suggests that, although you have resources, you don't feel that they are, sufficient enough. It's that mentality of lack. It's I want more, I need more stability, for more rainy days, for more dark periods. And so you're definitely kind of looking to increase your investments. But there's a reward coming in, because you do have the Knight of Pentacles. There's still some work that you have in front of you that you need to be doing. But the idea here is to create work that is meaningful for you, that is fulfilling for you, that is not just about clocking in and clocking out. And so it's up to you to transform the work that you have where you do feel like it's, meaningful, or seek other opportunities, because you do have friends and you do have people around you that enjoy, your company, and that can provide you with opportunities and possibilities and offers that you can explore and that you can pursue. But let's see what we can clarify. So now I'm shuffling the tea leaf cards behind the camera, and we've got Beryl. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. This is very much related to the Seven of Pentacles. You do feel that lack, which means there's some kind of a disconnect on the inside because you have everything that you need. And so it's maybe you're looking too much on the outside. And as a result, feel that sort of void. You also have Scales. Keep your life in balance. Again, balance, balance, balance. You want to stay in balance, and you want to stay in neutrality. We also have Bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. So some kind of news, some kind of package is on its way, and it means a lot to you to receive it. Sorry, I pushed the cards a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle the Angel and Ancestor Oracle cards, and we've got Guardian Angel. You are not alone. So there is a message that's coming to you, and also there's a message that's trying to find its way from somebody on the other side. It could be a friend or a relative. Somebody on the other side is trying to send you a message. It could be somebody who recently passed away, that means a lot to you, but they're trying to send you a message. They're trying to communicate with you. So definitely pay attention to the signs. They love you very much and they are doing really well. They are very happy. And they kind of want to get in touch with you. They want to let you know, so that you don't worry. But yeah, pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs. There's a message that's trying to find its way to you. Now, okay, so now I'm gonna shuffle the Shaman's Dream Oracle cards. And they are a bit of a mess. Okay. Let's see what comes out. We've got, yeah, the crossing, initiation. Yeah, very much something is coming through the veil for you. It's very strong, very strong. Yeah, there's some kind of a big step that you're making. Um, you're accepting something you never thought you would, in terms of some kind of a knowledge, some kind of knowledge that you resisted, but you're taking a look at it with different eyes, different perspective, because of some recent experience. So you're giving it a go, and I think that the divine will recognize this as your escalation of faith, where it was lacking before. So there's going to be some kind of a breakthrough. Big shedding, big shedding. Yeah, the lack of awareness is going away, and so because your awareness is increasing so much, it might be a little bit disorienting for you. But I think you're strong and you can hang in there, and get through it. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Scorpio. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Sorry about the candle in the beginning of the video. And yeah, if you think that somebody could benefit from seeing this video, please do share it with them. And I will see you next time.